Good morning, guys. Miss Runnels here. Before we go anywhere, I just want to start with telling you that I miss each and every one of you so much. Not even just my kinder babies, but like every grade in between. You guys make my day so much brighter when we're just in the hallways and you pass by and your smiles and your silly stories and your warm hugs. I miss them all so much, okay? So I hope you are all doing well. I hope you are healthy and you're learning and you're just having a great time, okay? Because I am wishing you well and I miss you so much, okay? So I'm very excited that I get to bring you guys our story today. I don't know if many of you are familiar with Miss Runnels' class, but in my room, we read this book called The Good Egg. I love this book. I think it is so silly. I think it's so funny. And I just think overall just a good book of teaching us what it's like to be those good eggs sometimes when you aren't surrounded by good eggs. So I love it. And so I'm so excited. Friends in my class, we have not even read this book. I just got it. So I think we're going to love it. I'm gonna read us today, The Cool Bean. I just got this book, like I said, so I'm so excited. I've only read it one time, and I'm so excited to share it with you, okay? So let's get going, okay? So this is called The Cool Bean, and it's by Jory John and Pete Oswald. For my friends, remember, what does the author do? Okay, think about that. And then after that, I want you to think, what does the illustrator do? Okay, tell an adult and see if you got it right, okay? All right, let's begin. All right, The Cool Bean. I'm gonna try to show you the pictures, but if not, I'll show you at the very end, okay? Watch out, here comes the cool beans. The cool beans. Oh yeah, check out how they move. Look at the way they swagger. Notice their sunglasses. Yow. The cool beans are known all over school, from house to house, across town, beyond county lines. In the olden days, last year, we were all one big pot of beans. We were a mixed bag, but somehow it worked. Yup, those were the good old days. And then we stopped seeing each other as much. That's just how it is sometimes. You spend less time together even though you're not totally sure why. I watched as the beans I knew so well, the beans from my own pod, become the cool beans. Oh, they were so cool. One of them could play guitar, cool. One of them could draw the best superheroes, cool. And one of them could jump higher than any bean I'd ever known, cool. Me? Well, I mostly stayed the same. Sure, I made some small changes. I wore sunglasses. Too big. I slicked my hair back. Too slick. I strutted around. I swaggered. I was still picked last for everything. My clothes never seemed to fit. I snorted when I laughed. I walked into stuff. I was an uncool bean for sure. I started thinking of myself as just a common bean with no special skills. I couldn't compete, so I didn't even try. I'd never be a cool bean. It seemed like there were two types of beans in the world. There were the cool beans, and then the beans like me. The days all blended together. I lived my life and things were just okay. I took tests and ate lunches and mostly kept to myself. The cool beans continued being cool. I I mean, sure, I miss them a bit, but it's not like I was gonna say anything. I felt like all that coolness had gotten in the way of our friendship. And that's how it went, until one day, I was in the cafeteria. I dropped my lunch and my loafers. Oh no, not again. But then something sort of miraculous happened. Out of nowhere, one of the cool beans helped me clean it up. He didn't even say anything. He just gave me a nod and that was it. Later, I was outside on the playground. I tripped and scraped my knee and maybe cried a little bit and everybody saw it. Another one of the cool beans came to my side and, without a word, dusted me off. That afternoon, I was sitting in class. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't notice, but our teacher had called on me. Everybody stared. I sat there in silence. Nobody said anything. And then, everybody just laughed at me. That was official. After today, I was officially a has-been. But then one of the cool beans stood up and came over to me. Everybody watched. She leaned in close and whispered, "Hey, the teacher asked you to read from page 32. Then she gave me a quick wink and went back to her seat. It was a small gesture, sure, but it was also everything. I walked home with a goofy smile on my face. I smiled all the way through dinner. That day made all the difference. It was a day that could have been really, really bad, if not for the kindness of a few cool beans. It gave me a shred of confidence, and that shred of confidence has continued to grow. Somebody had my back, or a few somebodies. After that, I started hanging out with the cool beans again. How have you been? Get it? How have you been? Not all the times, but sometimes, like at lunch or after school or even on the weekends. Throughout all of this, I realized that it's not about how you look or any of that other silly stuff. It's about a wink or a nod or a smile at just the right moment. It's about dusting somebody off, helping them up again, and pointing them in the right direction. You need a hand? Yes, please. Now that's cool. Yay! So I am so excited that I just got to read that book to you. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I just want to leave you with a few things, and mostly just important, that I want each one of you to know that I think you are some of the coolest beings that I've ever met in my entire life. You guys shock me every day with the crazy stuff that you guys come up with. So I want you to remember that you all, being the coolest kids I know, have the ability to shed that little bit of kindness, and that kindness can go such a long way. Think about this time right now, and I know things are a little scary. I know sometimes things are uncertain. Maybe moms or dads or families might be acting a little bit of nervousness or just a little scared. And so I want you to think about how maybe just a little small act of your kindness, maybe just a smile or just a thank you, and think about how much that might mean to one of those adults, because maybe their day is just just not going great. And how nice would it be if the littlest small blessing came from you guys, okay? So I just want to leave with you that I know that you are all so good at showing kindness. You bless me with kindness every day. And so I know you guys are going to be excellent at this, okay? All right, I love you all so much. Also, just a really quick peek, because I know I talk about him a lot. You want to see my cat? Finn! Okay, I love you all. Have a great time, and I will see you soon.